Here, take your card, baby.
Man, I don't want the card, man.
I don't want the card either.
Man, I came all the way over here to give you the card and you don't want it?
I don't care where you came from. You can take your card, baby.
I'm not taking the card.
Ain't nothing in the card. You ain't got no money in it or nothing.
Why is you recording me, bro?
I'm recording you because everybody needs to know you're cheap.
All that, man.
You're cheap.
Either you gonna take the card. I came all the way over here just to give it to you.
I don't care where you came from.
All this, man.
Well,
so what we doing? What we doing?
What you mean what we doing?
You gonna keep this shit?
I'm not gonna keep the card here. I told you to take it back.
I don't want it back.
You give me a card. You ain't got no money in it. You probably got it off your grandma's dresser. I don't want no card.
So what you want? Money or something?
You could have paid a light bill, a water bill. You could have paid something.
Man, what you talking about? I've only been talking to you for 2 weeks.
2 weeks a long time.
That's not no long time.
It's a long time you've been laid up with me, laid up in my bed.
Out of here, man.
We've been sleeping together, no protection. I don't know if you got nothing.
What do that got to do with me?
A lot.
That don't got nothing to do with me.
It got a whole lot to do with you.
But at least I got you something. I thought about you.
You didn't think long enough.
Out of here, man.
Well, you didn't think long enough.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You gonna take the card? That's on.
I don't really want the
card. What you deserve? I ain't even been knowing you that long.
What I deserve?
Well, we
I
haven't even been
deserve
talking
a
for months.
card. I deserve a card. I deserve a card.
What did your baby daddy get you?
I don't care what, but I'm with you right now, though.
Man, you ain't with me.
I'm with you.
Talking.
What you mean talking? You just was sleeping with me 2 nights ago.
We been talking. That don't got nothing to do. What sex got to do with that?
A whole lot. A whole lot. You loving on me, I'm loving on you.
We talking though. That's why I got you the card. We ain't.
Man, I don't want no card. You could have got me some slippers or something.
Slippers?
Like you know my light bill due right now. You could have paid that. You could have surprised me.
Baby daddy could pay that.
What you mean my baby daddy could pay that? I ain't doing that with my baby daddy. I'm doing something with you.
2 weeks, bro. We only been talking 2 weeks.
That don't mean nothing. But that don't mean nothing.
I got your number 2 weeks
You
ago.
got my number 2 weeks ago.
Tell me 2 weeks. Tell me 2 weeks. So that supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to listen to you.
You can get anything?
Yeah.
What you mean? Yeah, man. See, dog, ungrateful, dog. I done gave you a card and now your mother think you deserve towels and all type of shit.
But it's Mother's Day.
Man, that's why I got you the card.
You come up in here playing a video game with my son.
Man, come on.
You play with my child. You make her feel good. You know, you play a little dollhouse with her and stuff.
And what that got to do with me?
I mean, you playing stepdaddy, so what's up? You
That's
come
why
get.
I got you the card because I with you. You know
I mean, a card that don't have nothing in it. Come on now, Jawan. Like, I thought it was way more deeper than that.
Man, look, Lexus, I'm going to tell you this right now.
Tell me what?
It's either you want the card or you don't.
I don't want the card.
I'm going to dip out, dog.
I don't want the card, though.
All right, bro, keep it.
Well, I don't want the card. I'm going to throw it away. I'm going to throw the card away. Where you going?
Why you following me?
I'm following you because you being cheap. You being cheap. Y'all, he cheap. He ain't got no money. I'm only worth a card. Don't come to my house no more. I told you I'm not with my baby daddy. What you mean? That don't mean, you know what, bye. Don't come knocking on my door when you want to come lay up. Whatever, little boy.
Any repost, rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of this video content without the express written consent of Bigfoot Creative Studios and Media Group is strictly prohibited and will result in a non-retractable DMCA copyright takedown on your account. Use the share button only. This is your warning.
I was determined to go downstairs and try to protect my wife. So as I went down the stairs, I wanted to make sure that the gun was ready to shoot. So I cocked the gun, and at first it was already fully loaded. So that bullet popped out of the gun.
The burglar that broke into rapper Bun B's home and held his wife Queenie at gunpoint has been sentenced to 40 years in prison after pleading guilty to burglarized robbery. In 2019, Demonte Jackson invaded Bun's home wearing a ski mask. After holding Queenie at gunpoint, Jackson eventually went to the garage trying to take one of Bun and Queenie's cars, and Bun came outside and it was a shootout. When Jackson was sentenced, he was very emotional, child, and started yelling in the courtroom. Jackson's dad apologized on his son's behalf, but also said that his son shouldn't receive a life sentence just because the crime was against a celebrity. Check this out, and then we're going to get into more details.
I wanted to apologize on behalf of my son to the Freeman family for the pain that you did endure. However, I believe that just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you should give somebody a life sentence.
Now, Bun B, whose real name is Bernard Freeman, is a Houston legend and a staple in the rap game. He is known to be a part of the successful rap group UGK with the late Pimp C. Before the sentencing, Bun and Queenie testified, telling what went down that day in 2019. Queenie heard the doorbell ring and thought it was a delivery driver with a package. She looked outside the window and didn't see anyone. When she opened the door, there was Jackson in the ski mask and with the gun. Jackson pushed his way into the 4-story home and held the gun to Queenie's head. While all this was going down, Bun was using the restroom. He heard all the noise downstairs, and without saying Bun's name, Queenie yelled for Bun to not come down or Jackson was going to kill her. At one point, Jackson had Queenie take him up the stairs, but then he changed his mind when he heard Queenie finally say Bun's name and to not come downstairs. Queenie thinks that's when Jackson realized who home it was. Jackson had Queenie reroute and take him to the garage so he can steal a car instead. Jackson hopped in their Audi and Bun B came outside and it went down. It was a shootout and a fight. Bun ended up shooting Jackson in the shoulder and Jackson was able to run away on foot, but Bun chased after him in a car. Wanted to know who was behind the mask and if it was somebody that he knew, which it wasn't. Bun said, quote, "I wanted to know who that was behind the mask. I wanted to know if this was someone I knew personally or someone that knew someone I knew personally. Just the idea of seeing my wife in this state, I wanted to know who had done this to her." When he caught up with Jackson, he pulled his mask off and Jackson took off. Later on that day, Jackson went to a hospital for the gunshot and he was later arrested. Queenie was emotional when talking about what happened. Here's what she had to say when she took the stand.
He pushed the door, came in, and I asked what was going on. What are you doing? Who is this? And he locked the door behind himself, and that's when he put the gun right here.
Bun became emotional when he gave his testimony as well. He said that Queenie never stepped foot in the house since the day after the burglary. He also said that Queenie is still traumatized 5 years later, and sometimes she'll just get closed off and not talk. Take a look at what he had to say.
You know, there are times when she gets closed off. She can't communicate. And I get so angry all again because she didn't deserve it. She didn't ask for this. She didn't ask for this.
Before Jackson received his sentence, people started calling Bun B a snitch. Online, one user said, "Y'all motherfuckers want to be gangsters, but really civilians crack me up. Bro rapped about shooting, killing people who have families, laughed my ass off. Y'all are so damn fake, it's hilarious. Want the hard image so bad." Jesse James said, quote, "He's snitching. That's ignorance. If Bun B is still acting like he was when he was in his teens or early 20s, he will look like a damn fool." Tanya682 said, "It is crazy to me that folks think Bun B is snitching. So he used to side with the burglar versus his wife?" Bun B briefly addressed the negativity on IG Live when someone called him the police. He also wrote saying, "Not like I owe an explanation, but he already pled out. This was sentencing, but speak your mind."
You the police. I'm the police. Come in my house and I shot him. Period. End of story.
That's Generation Z, baby. Don't argue with Generation Z. They stand for zero.
Bun B is also dealing with a lawsuit for the popular Houston restaurant that he co-founded, Trill Burgers. Trill Burgers opened as a restaurant last year, and it's a hit in Houston. The city loves it, and so do celebrities like Slim Thug and Drake. Before Trill Burgers was an actual restaurant, it was a pop-up shop. Bun and some of his former business partners are going at it in court. Bun is claiming that siblings Patsy and Benson Vivarez stole money from Trill Burgers to cover their debt for their separate restaurant, Sticky's Chicken. The Vivarez are claiming that Bun B stole money, stole the recipe to make the OG Trill Burger, and that Bun is trying to deceive the other business partners so he can have control of Trill Burgers LLC. So this is how things started. In 2021, Patsy and Benson Vivarez wanted to start another pop-up shop. They already had their successful food truck, Sticky's Chicken. With Sticky's doing well, they started thinking about a burger spot, which ended up being a pop-up called Trill Burgers. They brought along Bun B, Andy Nguyen and Nikki Scarfield as business partners. They thought Bun B would be a good fit as the face of the business because of his celebrity status. Trill Burgers was just getting off the ground when the Viva siblings came up with the recipe for some really good smash burgers. In the beginning, the siblings were in control of the finances for Trill Burgers. Things started going bad though between the partners when in 2022, Patsy took $45,000 from the Trill Burgers pop-up shop after a rodeo to cover bills for her and her brother's restaurant, Sticky's Chicken, which is separate and has nothing to do with Bun, Nguyen, or Scarfield. According to Click to Houston, the lawsuit states that Bun and the partners of Trill Burgers sent a separation agreement to the Vivares after finding out they took the $45,000. It also states that the Vivares never signed the agreement or returned the $45,000. Bun's lawsuit shows text messages of Patsy admitting to Nguyen and Bun on taking the $45,000. Patsy texted Andy saying, quote, "It's okay, I was gonna call you, but I had to write a speech for my cousin's funeral in Australia. I just wanted to talk to you about Trill. I'm trying to go through receipts and stuff to tally up our expenses for Trill that was ran through Sticky's and figuring out how much Trill owes Sticky's. Just want to be transparent with everything, but I used about $45K of the rodeo money to pay for Sticky's. These are bills that were pressing and were threatening to shut us down. Back rent, $16K. Back sales tax, $24K, plus February sales taxes, $3K. Down payment to initiate lawsuit payback, $5K. Miscellaneous bills like our permits that I put off because other bills were pressing, about $600. There is still about $140K left. I intend to pay back everyone's cut that they put in as soon as possible. After that, we need to pay for sales taxes for the rodeo, about $24 to $30K, and the 23% cut to the rodeo, about $70K. We have until May to pay back all the taxes and the rodeo. Then the rest of the money left over is for Coachella. I just want to make a clear and concise spreadsheet to present everyone first because it is a lot of money." Andy responded saying, "No worries, I totally understand." And Patsy said, "Thanks, Andy." Patsy texted Bun saying, quote, "I don't expect you to respond to me because you made it very clear yesterday your opinion and thoughts on me. I'm not even here to try to get my way back in because as you can't work with someone you can't trust, I can't work with people who are willing to let me take the fall when I put this business before everything else. I always gave every event my all. During the rodeo, Sticky's was open maybe 5 to 6 times out of the entire 3-week duration. I put my business at risk so I could put full focus on the rodeo and not let you down. I had my parents in the trenches with me every single day and never even asked help from either you, Nick, or Andy. Why I never asked for help? Because as long as I was in the kitchen, it was the last thing I ever wanted you to worry about. Rodeo week 2, on a Wednesday, right in the middle of running a really busy event, my cousin committed suicide. Aside from his brother, I was the first one in my entire family to find out because that's how close we were. But I still continued to just lay low and find a way to pull through. You're absolutely correct. I should have told you about the money being used for Sticky's as it happened, but with what we were dealing with on the daily, I had to make the decisions fast, and this is the consequences of my choices. I did tell someone because I didn't want it all to backfire on me. It's a shame that I wasn't supported. I also want you to know that I knew and felt the respect you had for me, and I was always proud of that. So I never wanted to ruin it because I was humbled at the fact of all the people in the world you could have worked on a food concept with, you chose us. So being accused a thief and not even trying to hear me out hurt like hell, but that's okay. You're entitled to your thoughts and opinions about me. As much work as I put into the business, I felt the least I could do was try to save Sticky's, and I thought you of all people would have understood. Again, I apologize for leaving you out of the thought process. I clearly told the wrong person about it at the moment. But regardless, I also want you to know that Nick approached Andy first about possibly getting more shares. Andy told him no, and if he wanted more shares, he would have to ask from you. I had no idea Nick and Andy had this conversation until after the fact Nick asked me for more shares, and I wasn't willing to give any. Ever since then, the feeling of someone trying to kick me out started kicking in, and as always, my intuition never failed me. I really wanted to talk to you one-on-one about everything before putting me out on the chopping block. I'm just saddened that you didn't respect me enough to be given that chance, because at the end of the day, I wanted you to hear it all from me and not from other people. I do thank you for the experience. It was quite a ride. Bun did respond to Patsy saying, quote, I have no problem responding to you, Patsy. I have no hatred or even dislike of you or Benson, just disappointed. But I don't want to keep going back and forth about this. Here's the simple truth. If you have told us what was going on, none of this would have happened. If you hadn't stolen any money, none of this would have happened. There was no plan to kick you out. So if you want to point fingers at Nick or anyone else, that's on you. No one wanted to kick you out, Patsy, but you keep trying to frame this the way you want it framed, and that's simply not the case. I'm sure this is difficult, but you made your choices, and you have to live with them. No one is saying you guys didn't sacrifice, but so did I. I put thousands of dollars in cash and got nothing. I sweat outside at every pop-up like everyone else and got nothing. I literally put my name and reputation on the burger and got nothing. To hear you talk about all of your hard work while disregarding mine hurts. And I pushed through with grief too. Queenie's sister killed herself this year as well, leaving a husband and 3 kids behind. It devastated his family, so I feel for you with that. But it doesn't justify your actions. And just to be clear, my entire team thinks I should take you guys to court for what was taken. But I don't want to make this a public issue. Not for my sake, because I did nothing wrong, but for yours. Queenie is absolutely livid because she knows I gave everything to this only to be taken advantage of. And she's seen me in this position many times before. To reiterate, you were in complete control of all the cash Trail Burgers made. And while in your possession, at the very least, tens of thousands of dollars were taken for your personal benefit without making us aware. That's it. So that's my position. Again. The lawyer representing Trail Burgers in the lawsuit, Charles Adams, has addressed the Vivades counter lawsuit claims that Bun stole money. Adams said, quote, the claim that Mr. Freeman stole money was first made in the Vivades response to our lawsuit. It is analogous to an unfaithful partner who accuses their innocent spouse of cheating after being caught red-handed. Bun B stole nothing. We do know that Patsy Vivades misappropriated Trail Burgers funds because she admitted it in writing that she did it. We do not know how much more of Trail Burgers' monies the Vivades misappropriated because the Vivades never provided their former partners with requested documentation. Patsy and Benson are asking the court to decide that the restaurant and its assets belong to Trail Burgers LLC, make Bun and the partners give up any profits they wrongfully got, and stop Bun and the partners from interfering with Trail Burgers LLC. Judge Tamika Craft Deming gave a temporary injunction against Trail Burgers last week, which pretty much means the restaurant can still be open for business, but there are certain limitations. The staff can still be paid, but Bun, Inouye, and Scurfield are not able to make their $5,000 monthly salaries. Here's a clip of Bun B talking about the legal details.
The only reason that we were even taking salaries, which were very small, was only $5,000 a month. And the only reason we were taking salaries were because we had been doing so much for free. Like, I had never taken any money from Trail Burgers. Let's just be clear.
Trail Burgers just celebrated 1 year of being opened, giving out 607 free burgers. I'm Brandy Troop, and if you have a story that you want me to cover, email us at whogotthestory@gmail.com.
Gonna lie. Why
my coworker? What are you talking about?
I thought you said it was a family member. Make up your mind. Which one was it? How's it gonna be a family member?
Oh my God! He was crying, yo.
All right, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Why did your father send you outside?
Because him and this family member had went upstairs into the room, and he had told me to go inside.
A family member?
Let me go outside.
What family member? There's no family member. If it was a family member there, I would know it was a family member there. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna hurt him. I'm hurt. We going there in a minute. I'm gonna seriously zap out and let me find out there's another woman in that house.
I don't know. He just said she was like from the other side of her family.
Oh, well, we're going to see the other side. I'm going to say the other side is me. I was in the house.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The family member, you're not saying that your son is lying. The family member that was in the house, who's the family member?
There was no family member.
So it was no family, so you're going to say your son is lying? Are you lying, man? Your son is not going to lie.
Why my coworker? What are you talking about?
I thought you said it was a family member. Make up your mind. Which one was it? How's it going to be a family member?
Oh my God! He was crying, yo.
A family member. She's going to be a co-worker and a family member at the same time. You know what? Let me find out. You know what? You got caught cheating. That's what it is. Your son not gonna lie. He not gonna lie. Oh, now you wanna walk away. That you and that y'all cheating. You cheated on me. You man. I ain't playing. You know what? Stop recording, yo. No, we're gonna expose you now. I'm gonna expose you. Let me find out who that is. I'm going to your job. We're gonna find out who the she is. You watch. You just say I can't wait. I'm gonna go to your job and I'm gonna find out you. No, you're insecure. I'm insecure. How the man, I'm not gonna lie. I told you I want my coworker. That kid don't know what he's talking about. Oh, now your son a liar. Oh, now you're a liar. You're the liar calling your son a liar. You're a liar. That's all. Yeah, walk away. Walk away. Just keep walking away. I told you I had to help my. No, you know, you keep on walking away. No, it's okay. The truth gonna come out. We're gonna find out the truth about all this. Stop following me. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow you to the end. All you want to do is argue. You keep cheating, calling people family members and co-workers. You ain't no co-worker. You're a liar. You're a damn liar. Stop following me. No, you're making a scene out here. I'm not making a scene. You're a cheater. You're just a cheater. That's all. You stop cheating. Cheating. Yeah. Where you walking to? How long you about to keep following me? You walking to a house now? That's where you going? You walking to a house? Oh, we're gonna see. I'm following you. Right? I'm following you. I'm following you to see what the.
Any repost, rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of this video content without the express written consent of Bigfoot Creative Studios and Media Group is strictly prohibited and will result in a non-retractable DMCA copyright takedown on your account. Use the share button only. This is your warning.
Grown-ass men sitting around, no goals, no aspirations, nothing. So my supposed to be is not answering his phone. Why? I don't know. I didn't call him about 20, 30 times because I am on my period, on my break, and guess what I'm doing, y'all? Guess what I'm doing? I'm heading to my house. I had to get my friend to pick me up. Again, on my break, I had to get my friend, which I have a car that he has access to 24/7, which is no reason why he could not bring me the pads himself. I swear to God, if this is in the house with a, I'm gonna flash. He gonna see a side of me that I've been trying to hold back. I've been trying not to let this side of me out for a long time. I'm sorry, friend, that you even had to go through this. Girl. Look, this me right here. This me. I'm sorry. Again, man. Y'all, I don't know if I'm wrong or not. I really hope I'm wrong. This is my street right here. I really hope I'm wrong because if he in the house with it, I swear, girl, if he wait, get to my house. That's a car in my driveway. Who the is this? Who the is? I knew it. I knew there was a reason. This mother. Thank you, friend. Thank you. God damn it, this mother. The shit. Who the car is this? Who the car is this? In my damn house. You can't answer the phone. We got this. Door will be locked. I swear it better not be I'm just trying to do this.
Thanks, Tracy. Oh, she mad.
Sorry. Where your phone? I called you about 20, 30 times. My period came down. I had to get a ride to my house. You got my call, and you could have did it. You could have came and brought me some pads.
How was I supposed to know that was?
Phone, check your phone.
Yeah.
I need pads.
You out, ain't you?
Watch this. How y'all doing? Watch this. Yeah, call it 20, 30 times. That's what I've been doing. Yeah. What you said? You said, I'm out of pads. That's what it said. You would know that if you would have answered your phone and I could have guided you in the right direction. Instead, you want to be sitting here playing Madden 2K with your homeboys. Grown-ass men sitting around, no goals, no aspirations, nothing. Right?
You know, I don't.
What do you do? Don't answer.
Everybody.
What do you do? And whose car is that? Whose car is it?
That's this man girl car. Like, what type of time?
Oh, birds of a feather flock together, right? Right? Your girl just let you take her call all day. I bet you ain't answer her calls either, huh? Yeah. And what is this shit? Y'all got what you was smoking weed? What a weed at? Cause I know gargants when I see that shit. You smoking weed in my house? What are you, gambling? Gambling? I know you ain't spent money on snacks, cause this the baby snacks right here. This shit right here, the baby snacks all on this lap. Ain't even say the baby ain't say the baby a snack.
You act like we can't go buy no more snacks.
Yeah, we could, but we probably are not, right? Because you probably gonna be sleeping by the time I came home from work, right? Not because you been smoking weed and drinking Hennessy, daddy. Been drinking Hennessy with his no good ass friends who ain't got no money in life. Don't you have aspirations? Don't you want to do something? Huh? Doctor, lawyer, something? No? Just the hood? What you mean? Man, this shit. I'm about to motherfuck this shit. Man, I'm gonna throw this shit out. I'm tired of you. It's trifling. It's dirty in here. I'm on my period. And my man couldn't come bring me my pants.
How classy that is. You just out here like yelling.
Oh, classy. You think I give a classy right now? Look at my house. My house look classy.
You tried it.
It probably would if you would do something. Maybe you can help him. Maybe you can help him, friends. Yeah, instead of helping him eat up all the baby snacks. Yeah.
And just like whenever we were little, we see our friends
you
getting
should
a
have been here. You should be at work.
Your girl turned off the game.
What you mean? We wasn't even finished the game. Man, we gotta run that back. Say, what you think, bro? We gotta run that back.
Wrong thing.
Still probably.
Alright.
Are you serious?
Man. Look, I'm about to straighten this up right quick and I'm gonna come meet y'all around there, bro. Cause she tripping.
You gonna meet them around there? That's what you about to do.
What you want me to do?
That's what you about to do. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm really about tired of you. This what you do every day?
So this ain't new.
This what y'all do all day? And you just clean that shit up before I get home so I don't notice that this the shit you do? It smell like weed in
That's
here.
why she's so upset.
You said you got your pads all over. You said it's your period and shit. You should see.
You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead with your friends. Go do that. Go do that. You right. Where you going with them keys though?
What you mean?
Where you going with them keys though? Run me them keys. Run me the keys. Thank you.
No?
And where my house keys?
I lost it, man.
Oh, you lost it? Well, guess what? Guess what? The locks will be changed when you get back. And I'm going to have all of your stuff right here for you. Yeah, have fun with the 2K. Yeah, all right. I'm tired. Shouldn't have to deal with this. Bunch of no good ass don't want to do shit. Leave I was trifling. Look at.
Hey, look, I don't know how anybody is mad at her. I saw people going in on her in the comments that she's too harsh, she's disrespectful and stuff like that. It's a disrespect to himself, or at least he should feel like it to be in that situation. Not to be down and, need a car and not have no money right now. But how are you so comfortable that you playing video games and your woman got to be the one to tell you to get up and grind or be upset about something? Like, bruh, I get that as men, we have ups and downs. I don't get as a man that when you down, you over here kicking your feet up, or you playing video games, eating Cheetos, and now your woman got to be so disgusted with you that she get to this point of quote unquote disrespect. More than likely, she wasn't like that. If she was willing to let you hold her car, she has some level of grace and patience. But now, because you and your underachieving friends are embarrassing her in front of her other friend, who probably works just the way that she do, because she said birds of a flock fly together, and they got to see, and now you inconveniencing the kids by eating they snacks and drinking their Capri Suns and smoking weed. Come on, man. Come on now. I'm not even one to broke shame, because guess what? I've been there myself before. But if you're in a situation where you got to use your woman's car to get around right now, you should be using that car to go get you a new opportunity, do odd work, do something. Even going out and just acting like you're looking for a job would be more productive than being at home playing video games, ignoring her calls. Now you a setback and a liability. This is where they come from with the whole saying, I can do bad all by myself. Basically, she would be saying, as a woman, if I'm going to do bad, I need to be doing that because of me. Not because I'm sitting here enabling a grown child who's underachieving and therefore further inconveniencing me than what I would be by myself. I don't know how y'all could be mad at her. I ain't mad at her at all. Yeah, she used some harsh language. He should have been using harsh language on himself to keep it from getting to this point, but that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments.